I think the first one really is you've got to be dedicated. I think some players, even some of the players who play on TV, sometimes don't really put, the right preparation in and don't dedicate enough to try and be a champion or to try and win tournaments. Could be local leagues, could be just, Super League, whatever. But you really have to, commit yourself. If you want to really try and make it to go to the top, you have to sacrifice certain things and be very dedicated to do it.
And your second one?
I'd say practice is very important because some people say to me, I don't need too much practice. Well, I think that's a load of rubbish because before I was world champion, I used to practice 7 hours a day. The players, when you see people like Phil Taylor who's won like 15 world titles and he's always practicing, if he keeps winning all these titles every year and he has to practice, then I think there's no excuse for anybody else. And plus, there'd be certain things, there might be a certain double that you've not been hitting as well as you normally do, so you practice. And the only way you're improving is to practice and know that when you're practicing. People say, Adrian Lewis always says, I practiced really well this week. Well, then if you feel that you're practicing really well, then you're going to go into that tournament confident, believing that you are playing well, so it all helps.
All right, number 3.
Very important to make sure you've got the right darts. I know a lot of players do change a lot, and if they don't play well, they blame the darts. You shouldn't blame your darts. You should know what sort of length of dart you want to use, what sort of barrel. When I come down to target, I like my dart points at 18 mils. I like my darts at 20 grams. That's what I like. So you've got to know what's good for yourself, and then you just have to then practice, and then it all comes together.
Number 4.
Another I think it's very important is counting. In the past, especially in the 80s, Bobby George was awful. He could not count. He always tells us 122, go for treble 11. Well, sorry, we ain't going that way. And he goes, 121 maybe, treble 11. No, sorry, Bobby, don't like that. But no, it's you got to learn. You got to know your finishes because you tend to find when I do the spotting on TV, when the players make a mistake, it's normally by 10 for some reason. And there's no excuse. The best way to learn to count is go on the chalkboard. Chalk. Forget this electronics. You shouldn't do that. Get some chalk in your hand and chalk. You'll remember shots. You'll remember finishes. The score's coming down, and that's the way Eric Bristow, myself, we all learnt that way, and that's the best way.